Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to MOTOCREEK. We're back here in the shop again, working on this 2025 Can-Am Defender Limited HD10. It's up for its first oil change, and so I thought I'd make a quick short video on changing the oil on these Defenders and kind of the process you need to go through, what tools you need, and kind of what labor's involved here. So first off, we're here. I kind of did a lot of work. I got the rig washed. I took it out to the pressure washer. You want to make sure all your surfaces are nice and clean when you're dealing with this kind of stuff. You want a nice clean environment to work in. So get it nice and pressure washed, get it dried off if you can. Mine's still kind of dripping on me, so I'm dodging water drops. But I think we can still get it done. So we got over here our 17 millimeter socket. A little bit of an extension on it. This one's brand new, so it's not going to be that hard to get off. If you need to have a little more muscle back here, do what you need to get that. Hopefully it's not too tight for you though. I'm going to come down in here. Alright, so we're up here. We're looking for this hole right here. It's got more of an oval shape. It looks like two holes drilled right next to each other. The rest of these are just perfectly circle. So we're looking for this one. It's got a little more space. Up in there is our 17 millimeter bolt. Get your 17 millimeter socket. Get up on there, nice, good, secure fit. You don't want to strip that out. And there we go. Break it loose. I'm going to go just a little bit. I'm going to come right back and get our oil catch tray up here so we can catch our oil. Not make a mess, hopefully. Be right back. This up here. Get close enough. I might have to back you guys up. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. So, get there. Come around this side. It's not different when you're making a video doing it than just doing it yourself. Kind of fun, I guess. Let's see if I can find it. There we are. And we go nice and fast. Here we go. Okay. Take our bolt out, make sure that we have our washer on it. There's a little crush washer. You can see it right here. Got that. Let this drain and come back. I did run the machine for just a little bit to warm it up. It's something I like to do, but it's not something I think you have to do. So now that we got our oil plug out, you want to inspect it really good. You want to clean it. Okay, I like to use some parts cleaner. Give it a good spray. Get all the oil and stuff off of it. Wipe it down. You want to inspect your magnet right here and see what kind of metal debris might be there. It's going to be black and there can be some metal there. You just don't want to find really big flakes that you can feel with your fingertips like this in between it. If it's just kind of mushy and just like dirt and grease, then you're just fine. Okay, you want to take your crush washer, get rid of that. I always recommend getting your accessories, your oil, from the actual Can-Am distributors. For at least for Can-Ams, I'd get your full synthetic, get the stuff that they make for it. They design it for it, and they do a lot of degreasers and stuff in this that's been engineered for these rigs. So make sure you buy the right product. We're gonna open this up, get our crush washer here, and install it back on like this. Okay, once that's on, you're ready to go. That is a 18 millimeter thread here, so if you need to just buy the crush washer, you need to find an 18 millimeter crush washer. So that's pretty much it for that. You let the oil drain the rest of its way out, and as soon as that's all done, clean up that area where the hole is, where you pulled the drain plug out, and then install the drain plug back the way you took it out. I believe the torque is 22 foot-pounds of torque on this. Okay, don't go crazy. They got a crush washer. I've seen tricks where once you get it in, you kind of give it one little tap, give it another little tightening, and that kind of just sets everything. Everybody's got their own system. Just get it in good so it don't fall back out. All right. Okay, we'll go back over to the engine compartment here soon, and I'll show you how to change the filter out. Okay, so we got the oil drained. Now we got to get in here and pull the oil filter out. I've talked about this rig before and how they stuff the oil filter back up. You got to get into this cab in here and pull the back seat out, and there's a lot of work. And I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna see if we can make a video out of me getting in here just in the engine compartment. So a couple tricks I've learned, let me get this turned around, is we want to come in here. First off, you guys, this is amazing. Pull that right there. Let's get this out of the way with one hand and pull this out, okay? Because this right here can allow you to take that and get it out of your way. Easy peasy, okay? It's got some bumpers, hit the tires, it's okay. So now we can get in here, and first thing I'm gonna do is I want to get a flashlight for you guys so you can see, and let's locate the cap. So I don't know, you probably can't see it. Let's zoom in. Boom. Right back in here is the cap. It's a silver cap. It's got 3 8mm bolts in the top of it. We're gonna see if we can't get to it this way. So one thing I know is going to be in the way already was this zip tie, because I got to move some hoses out of the way. So I'm going to get rid of that guy, and right up here is another one. Let's see. There we go. Okay, get those out of the way. I'm going to grab a bungee, come back, and we'll move some stuff. All right, we're back. I got this bungee here kind of tied up here so that it can pull the fuel line and all the breather hoses out of the way. And then now I got access to the cap, which is right here. All right, and we got 3 bolts on the top. 2 of them are the kind of, they're a triangle. So anyways, there's 3 of them here. We're gonna get those off. I got a short socket on my ratchet. It's a little speed ratchet, which is gonna be making this thing pretty handy. You can do it with your little hand 1/4 inch ratchet, but I should be able to zip this off with my electric ratchet and make it pretty quick. So let's see if we can pull it off. Change of plan. My electric ratchet was not going to fit in there, so I'm down to the little guys, which I think is going to be better anyways. Just some 1/4 inch stuff. Oh yeah, piece of cake. And you know, because as soon as you get them loose, they're just going to be finger tight anyway. So go around. Hopefully you can see it with my big hand and no lighting. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just get you a nice little, if you got a swivel head ratchet, that's good. If not, just a normal 1/4 inch little ratchet with an 8mm on it, and get it on there, and bingo. So there's going to be an O-ring on this cap, which is something you want to pay attention to. There should be a new O-ring in your oil change kit, so make sure you replace that with the new one. And let's get our lid. There we go, got the lid. Cleaning up this area right here. Had just the tiniest little amount of oil, so I'm going to put this rag right here in the way. See if I can fish out this filter now. That's going to be the biggest thing. Just kind of wiggling it back and forth with my fingers here. I'm guessing I can get a little pick, and I'll come right out. Okay, we're back. Minor technical difficulties. Got my little pick. All that worked like a dream. This little guy right here, I don't know if you've seen that, but I just kind of picked it up a little bit right there. He popped out. And grab it. Should be able to come right up past these tubes. Oh yes, it's beautiful. Comes right out. Cool. Let's bring you guys out of here. All right. Wiping up any little drops. Let's come over here. We got our cap. Got our 3 8mm bolts. Here's our O-ring. Got to change that out with the new O-ring. Right over here. And then here's your filter. And for the first oil change, yeah, that's pretty dirty, honestly. All right, got a brand new filter. Got our lid all cleaned up. I came in here with the rag and I wiped down the surface area on the inside where that O-ring's gonna go. Next thing I wanted to do was take just a little dab of oil, it doesn't need to be much, and just wipe down that O-ring now so that it's lubricated. Okay. All right, nice and coated. We're going to take our filter, see if we can come back in here. We'll move my light out of the way now. Hopefully, right there. And make sure you have this part goes in. Go down in here. Tip it down in that way, and you can feel it push solid right on top of that intake port right there. There we go. Okay, got that good. I'm gonna pull my oil rag out. Now, come over, grab our cap. Okay, I'm not seeing any orientation marks at all, so it's gonna be pretty self-explanatory. Just get it back down in there and get these to line up your holes right there. Okay, and they all square up with each other. So come back and grab our bolts, and by hand just start lining them back up, threading them in. There's the top one. I'm gonna drop one if I try to hold them both. So okay, there's the bottom one. The far one. Let's see. See, and I thought the bottom one was going to be the hardest, and this one over here was going to be the easiest. And to be honest, okay, they all weren't that bad. This has been, I've probably taken more time messing around with this camera than I have actually doing it this way. I will put on the screen what the torque spec is as soon as I go confirm, because right offhand right now I'm forgetting. So once you get them nice and finger tight in there, you know, you want to do most of the work with your fingers so you don't have to sit here on the wrench forever. Let me switch this ratchet. Sorry. Nice mechanical problems. Mechanic problems. Mechanic struggles. Is that what we are? Oh. Much better. Okay. All right. So we got that done. Now we're going to come in here and take our oil fill plug out. Okay, it's got our dipstick. This particular dipstick, you do want to screw it all the way in to test it, to check your oil level. This is one. Some of them you don't require that. This one it does. So I'm also going to come in here and pull my bungee off real quick so we can get this back where it's supposed to go. I will go in and put some zip ties back on where I cut these zip ties where the hoses were. So everything's back nice and good. Those are 89 inch-pounds for those bolts, okay? 89 inch-pound torque on those. Now this is 2.22 liters of oil. I think the kit comes with like 2.5, so you need to just do your diligence, make sure you get just enough in there. And here we go. We're gonna go grab a funnel and get her filled up. Nice clean funnel out. And in there. Oh, our funnel tip's too big. All right, got a little smaller funnel tip now, so we can fit inside this Can-Am. Let's Oh, puncture this. Okay. I don't think there's any way I can make this exciting. We'll probably just fast forward through some of this stuff right here. All right, got it topped off. Take our dipstick back in. Like I said, it requires the threads to be all the way down to check for your height, oil level. I'll get a rag. Might not be the easiest to tell until all this kind of settles down, so you might wait a little while for this to kind of settle, get an accurate reading, and then obviously we need to start and run the machine. But yeah, it's looking good right there. So we'll let all this settle, go ahead and run the machine, come back and do another check, and we should be good to go. I think that's it. That's a good success, you guys. We did it without having to go through the door and go behind the seat. Not very much mess. This definitely, without having to record this stuff, I could have done it in 30 minutes max. You know what I mean? Draining it, putting it up, it took longer to get it on the lift than it did to actually drain the oil. So good to go there. I think that'll be it. We're gonna wrap this up, you guys. We'll do some more maintenance and informational videos as this rig gets down the hours. Start doing transmission and do the front differentials and a whole bunch of other stuff. We'll change a belt on it. We'll try to see what other things we can do. So you guys stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and we will catch you on the next one. All right, you be safe out there.
Yep.